Good morning, stamping friends. Hi, it's Brenda Hillard, and I am here. Let me introduce myself as an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And it is time again for another episode of Coffee and Create with Brenda. Again, welcome if this is your first time. I'm usually live at 9 a.m. However, this week I am co-hosting our annual spring stamping retreat at the Dennis Drum and Wine Company. So I needed to be there bright and early this morning. So now I'm here with you, pre-recorded, but next week, live, I'll be back. So, all right, let us, a couple of things. January host code. So if you place your order with me and it's under $150, please use my host code. If your order is over $150, don't use my host code. You'll still receive my monthly special host code gift, but you will also earn your own stamping rewards along with 3 level 1 picks from the celebration brochure. And mentioning celebration, we are halfway through. We are at the halfway mark with celebration. So please, 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 if you've been thinking about joining Stamping Up, I would love to have you on my team. All you have to do is reach out to me and I would be happy to assist to get you into this fun group of people and a wonderful company. So, all right. Let's get started. Here we are. Ooh, I got the red flannel cup out. It is cold, cold, cold in Minnesota today. There. Have a sip and away we go. All right. I'm not going to talk a whole bunch about product, but I do want to mention this. So this is the Easter Bunny bundle. Comes with this adorable little stamp set and the Easter Bunny punch, or the bunny punch. Let me tell you, the Shamrock punch sold out. It's gone. The heart punch sold out. It won't be back until April. So if you have this little bunny on your wish list, don't wait. It's gonna go because it's the only bundle with a punch remaining. So grab it while you can, okay? And this is in the January through April mini. All right, so I'm going to be using this little set today. And we're going to be doing what's called a, what is it called? It's called a stack and cut technique. I have chosen to use the Dandy Design papers. 4 of the designs from the Dandy Designs. This is a celebration item. So each of these pieces, I have 4 designs, measures 3 3/4 by 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack them up and I am going to cut them at 2 1/2. Ooh, I didn't use my little trimmer on my other, but it worked just fine. That's good. Then I'm going to turn them on their side and I'm going to cut them at 2 3/4. Okay, so now I'm just going to set these here, and let me pick up this little stack. And this one now is 1 1/4 inches wide. So I'm going to cut this at 3 1/4. So then is what I end up is this and this. And from those 4 pieces of designer series paper, we are going to get 4 cards. So this is a piece of Highland Heather. It measures 4 by 5 1/4. And our card bases are going to be the standard 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. So I'm just gonna match up my edges, give my score line a good crease, and let's start working with these. So I've cut out 4 of these because, you know, it makes 4 cards, right? Ooh, look, I even matched today. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna put one of these on each of my mats, okay? Then I'm gonna put one of these on each of my mats. Just making sure that I don't have the same patterns, okay? Now this one, I want to do this paper, this one, and this one, okay? And now this one needs the polka dots. This one needs the checks. This one needs the squares. And this one needs the flowers. So do you see how we're getting 4 different, that's why it's called stack and cut. You just alternate your pieces on your card. So you get the same layout, but the patterns are in a different position. There, that sounds better. All right, I have a scrap of thick basic white, and I'm going to get my little bunny that coordinates with the punch, and I'm just going to stamp my bunny using the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Did you ever notice the lid for your Tuxedo Black ink like suctions onto the stamp pad sometimes? It's crazy. Stamp my bunny. I'm gonna stamp 4 of them because we've got 4 cards, right? 2, 3, and 4. Wow, that was just the right size paper. And I did not plan that. Okay, so there's our bunnies. Now, to make our bunnies look just a little bit more like bunnies, I'm going to take the light Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just going to give the inside of their ear a little bit of color, okay? And you know how bunnies kind of have a pink little nose? Well, we'll give them a pink little nose. And that nose is really just a dot on there, you guys. All right, so there's our little bunny and our punch. So now you know when you punch things, right, that you turn your punch upside down. You can line up your stamped image and punch. Same. Remember what I told you about this punch. It's probably not long before this goes on back order too, or in orderable, whatever they decide. Being we're halfway through, well, this is in the mini catalog, but if you, like I said, if you've had your eye on this little bunny, now is the time to purchase. All right, so there we have our little bunnies. So let's start gluing these down. And I remember from doing my projects the other day, I think both of my glue bottles are nearing the empty stage. So I might have to just walk away for a second and refill. So is what I'm going to focus on right now is I just want to make the matte edge here very thin. Gosh, I could have used this beautiful plaid on the back of this one too. That little border. And liquid glue works best so that you get that little moment to what did I do with my other little piece there? I wonder. Maybe it's stuck to my, no, I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. Crazy. Anyway, I'm going to take my mat and I'm just going to add some seal. Ooh, I got lots of lavender, lots of light purple going on in this camera screen. Oh, there it is. Haha. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the front of my card. Isn't it pretty? I just love it. And then because we did this with the thick basic white cardstock, it stays nice and sturdy for the front of our card. So I'm just going to add some dimensionals. And you guys remember, bunnies are a sign of spring. They aren't just for Easter cards. So this little girl or guy, whatever we want to call him, I'm going to put him, it on the front of our card. And I was trying to figure out like what to do for a sentiment on there. And I really liked, there's a little sentiment in this thanks a bunch. This is a celebration stamp set. And I thought it would be really cute to just put on there the little, hey there. And you guys, I'm not kidding. My blocks are all at the winery for the event today. So I'm just going to have to use some kind of strange size blocks because they're what I have left here in my stamping studio. I'm going to ink up the hey there with the Highland Heather ink. And I best do 4 of those. Okay, so there they are. Now I'm going to bring in another punch. This is in the January through April mini. It is called the Happy Labels Pick-a-Punch. These are fun punches, you guys. They hold 3 different size papers, but it's what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off, no certain length. I'm just going to slide it into my punch and punch. And look at, isn't it cute? These little tabbed ends, I just love it. So, and then we can do it 3 more times. Do you see these ridges? That's what I'm doing, is just sliding them in there. And these are just those little, you know, 1/2-inch strips that are left when you cut your paper, your cardstock, to use it for mats. I love saving those for, specifically for stuff like this. So, is what we can do now is just get ready to embellish. And we've got probably these are going to be our best color. These are the 2022-2024 in color. They're the matte decorative dots. And when I pull those out, I have all these different shades of blue into the Orchid Oasis, but some of these are very, very close to Highland Heather. So I'm just going to put a couple of these on my tag. And then I'm trying to decide, I think I'm going down low on this one. And I don't think I'm going to, oops. I don't think I'm going to pop this one up. So, I'm gonna put it right across. Hey there. And now that I was talking about in colors, it reminded me that there is the Orchid Oasis. There's the in color Baker's Twine Pack. And I think this will work. We'll see. It might be too purple. And if it is, yeah, I feel like it is too purple. Ooh, here we go. Creating on the fly, right? So is what I want to do is just get some of the, I think that's too purple too. Well, you know what you can do? If you are ever feeling like I do not have the right color of ribbon, is what you can do is take your that's what I want. I am going to take my the Whisper White, and this is just the crinkled seam binding ribbon. I'm going to grab one of my silicone mats. I can lay this down, and using my light Fresh Freesia alcohol marker, and I think you know this trick, but honest, if you don't have the right color ribbon, you can always make the right color ribbon, right? As long as you have white and the markers. It does take just a minute for this to dry. And you only have to color one side because the alcohol marker bleeds through to the other side. let's give that a minute. And now, while I've thought of this, I wasn't 100% happy with these. I felt like they were not the right color. So I'm going to take those off. Whoops. And watch this. I can bring in these pearls. These are the pearl hearts, or the heart pearls, vice versa. And if I take the dark Fresh Freesia alcohol marker, there's some matte hearts up here, matte finish. And if I color those, I'm gonna end up with the perfect color embellishment too. I'm gonna let those dry while I tie my ribbon. So now I can just make a little, whoops, I think I dropped an embellishment. I can just make a little tiny bow for around my bunny's neck. Well, there. You got lots more technique than you were bargaining for here this morning, right? All right, you guys, be sure to leave comments, likes, and be sure to share my video. I will be doing a drawing for whoever leaves me a comment. I'll do it later today. Like I said, I've got a retreat going on. Actually, I'm not even gonna do it till tomorrow, but I will mail one of these cards out to the lucky winner. All right, so I'm gonna put this little bow on my bunny. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's the perfect color. I love it. And let's get our embellishments that we did. So I've got a bigger heart and a smaller heart. Okay, are those the perfect colors or what? What a cute Easter card, spring card, and what a quick way to push out some cards with the stack and cut technique, right? All right, you guys, I have to run. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you for tuning in. And I will post all of the information down below with measurements and product. And that'll happen later today or early tomorrow morning. All right, bye for now.